I used to think I was doing everything right. I followed the rules. I ate clean. I fueled my body with what I was told were the healthiest foods: vegetables, whole grains, plant-based proteins. I believed that eliminating animal products was not only better for my body, but also the responsible thing to do. For years, I took pride in my discipline. I tracked my meals, I exercised, I pushed myself to maintain what I thought was the ultimate picture of health. But beneath the surface, my body was falling apart. The first signs were subtle. Fatigue that lingered no matter how much I slept. Constant bloating and digestive discomfort, even though I was eating what I thought were the most gut-friendly foods. Then came the brain fog. Simple decisions became difficult. My focus slipped, and I felt like I was walking through life in a haze. But I ignored it. I convinced myself that I just needed to try harder, maybe eat even cleaner, cut out more foods, exercise more. And that's when things spiraled. My relationship with food changed. I became obsessed, constantly thinking about my next meal, fearing certain foods, creating rules in my head about what I could and couldn't eat. My cravings became uncontrollable, and then came the shame, the binging, the guilt. I felt like I was losing control of my own mind. But the worst part? No one had answers. Doctors told me I was healthy, that my labs were fine, that maybe I was just stressed, or maybe I just needed to eat more fiber. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom, exhausted, mentally drained, and feeling completely trapped in my own body, that I knew I had to do something different. And that's when I found it, the ketogenic diet. It was the exact opposite of what I had believed in for years. Low carb, high fat, centered around real whole foods. It terrified me at first. Eating more fat, cutting out whole grains, it went against everything I had been taught, but I was desperate, so I gave it a try, and within weeks my body started to change. The fog lifted, my energy came back, my digestion improved, and for the first time in years, the cravings stopped. I wasn't controlled by food anymore. Encouraged by these changes, I kept digging. That's when I found the carnivore diet, an even more radical shift. An all-animal-based way of eating, completely eliminating plants, sugars, and processed foods. It sounded extreme, but I had already seen what eliminating certain foods could do, so I went all in. And that's when everything truly changed. My digestion issues, gone, my binging and food anxiety completely disappeared, the fatigue, the mood swings, the brain fog, all of it lifted. I finally felt in control, not just of my body, but of my life. That's why you need to hear this. In episode 126 of the Burn It Nutrition podcast, our host Joseph Navarro sits down with Judy Cho, NTP, a certified nutritional therapy practitioner who has helped thousands of people regain their health through ketogenic and carnivore diets. Judy knows firsthand how food can either heal or destroy. She went through her own battle with eating disorders and found that cutting out plants and embracing an animal-based diet transformed her life. If you've ever struggled with food cravings, gut issues, brain fog, or metabolic dysfunction, this is the episode you don't want to miss. Listen now, burnitnutrition.com podcast 126, or find it on iTunes or Spotify by searching Burn It Nutrition and tuning into episode 126. Now, before you go, if you've been struggling with energy crashes, sluggish workouts, or just feeling drained, it might not be your diet, it could be your hydration. That's where Element comes in. Proper hydration isn't just about drinking water, it's about electrolytes. And most people don't realize they're missing them. Element gives you exactly what your body needs, with no sugar, no fillers, just pure, clean electrolytes designed to keep your body performing at its best. Try it for yourself. Get a free Element sample pack with your first order. drinklmnt.com/burnit. If you're ready to take control of your health, don't wait. Listen to the full podcast episode now. burnitnutrition.com/podcast126. Your health is in your hands. Make the change today.